It's called branding. Products and items can be branded, as well as people. Hello, it's November 2021, and I'm going to be talking about two different topics, and they kind of go together. And the first topic I'm going to be talking about is what I call online celebrities, or celebrities among mainstream and alternative media. And that's going to segue into how people will default to a false narrative. Now, I've seen over the years, and I began talking about these, let's call them online celebrities as a descriptive, these people who are circulated through different interviews and different media, whether they be alternative or mainstream, or even other online sensations, popular people. And these people are going around being interviewed, talking about any particular topic. You can apply this, say, for example, with current worldwide events. And these people, sometimes they contradict themselves, but a lot of times they contradict other online celebrities with information. And it appears that these online celebrities have a flavor. And there's online celebrities for everyone, depending on the flavor. Usually these people will say something that makes someone feel good, and that's why they gravitate toward them and they push that, whatever it is that they're saying. And when I look at these people, and I'm generalizing here because some people are more fortunate than others, you know, some of these people may have lost a job or a career or something, but I mean, that could even be in question. And I remember, we're looking back around 2011, I mentioned this in a few videos, where I had two different opportunities to be an online celebrity, and I turned them both down. And the second one stands out because I was physically approached in person, just randomly, and somebody had said to me, you know, you can like talk about whatever you want, but, and that was kind of like, okay, I get it. And so when I see a lot of these people, and especially famous online people doing videos and stuff, I always wonder if maybe directly or indirectly they're where they are because of an offer, and maybe they don't even realize it. And a lot of these people that are these online celebrities, as again as a descriptive, doesn't really appear they have sacrificed anything. And again, you know, there might be a few legitimate people out there who are just more fortunate. They're in a situation where, you know, their life is okay. They have a home. They're able to do interviews or even their own videos, a nice home, and they're happy and smiley and everything else. But I always wonder about their role in everything, and how people will, as a descriptive, not a very good one, promote them. Listen to this person, listen to what they have to say. Again, with even contradicting information, contradicting each other. And sometimes they go along with the false narrative, or even part of a false narrative. And I've talked about this kind of stuff over the past 8-10 years. And I've noticed this. And this is how we're going to segue now into, for example, how people will default to a false narrative or part of a false narrative. So say, for example, you give some factual information that anyone can vet themselves using related, unrelated, independent, and direct sources, for example. And people will say yes, yes, yes. But then they'll post something, for example, on social media that completely contradicts that. And I found a few times, you know, I'll, as an example, private message someone saying, you know, why are you posting this or reposting this or sharing this? Because, you know, maybe there was a discussion through comments or private messaging prior, and they're like, yeah, they're aware of that, but, and I really kind of wonder about that. I just really don't understand. It's almost as if a lot of people, when they're posting something in social media, they just throw out the whole blanket of different misinformation and factual information and whatever, and feel-good stuff, and people will, oh, that's a good post, for example, and they'll share it, and I hate using the word resonate, because we're not machines, we don't resonate, but whatever. I mean, that could even be argued, the human body being a machine, but anyway, digressing. So I just find it interesting how a lot of people will default with these online celebrities and default with other narratives because maybe it fits them, or for whatever reason. There's a lot of people like myself, I'm not the only one, who literally sacrificed everything and are struggling, trying to share firsthand information with others. And it's not so much to wake anyone up, because I've said repeatedly, there's no waking up or changing the minds of anyone on any position that appears to be set, I was going to say in stone, and that kind of ties into getting blood out of the stone, and human beings are flesh and blood, so it's programmed, we'll just say. So you're not changing anyone's mind. What anyone can do is to comfort, support those of like mind on any position, not to take the easy way out or take the easy path. So I just wanted to give you something to think about, these online celebrities. And there's plenty of other people that you've never heard about, even probably myself. And be sure to vet information and just don't accept someone because they're a familiar face. And one of the things we see for decades with media, I'm going to use an example of Walter Cronkite. And he was a famous TV broadcaster. I think he might have started his career in radio. I can't recall his whole bio, but anyway. And he was deemed one of the most trusted people in America, for example, probably Canada too, because he was a familiar face. He was always seen repeatedly, and people found comfort with that. Now, one of the things, if there's a catastrophe or something, news media, including alternative, will put their most, as a descriptive, famous person to share a narrative, true or false, because they know people in general, most people, will find comfort with that. That person becomes familiar. And I'm going to highlight, when you see a celebrity, for example, or a famous person, whether it be in politics, a movie star, or what have you, or see this with people who play professional sports, which is another topic unto itself. When they, for example, something bad happens to them, or they even pass away for whatever reason, a lot of people, their fans, will become very emotional, just as if it was a family member. But they don't realize that that person doesn't even know that they exist. Probably wouldn't care, but because they're a familiar face always out there. And this is when you look at movies, television, even radio, music, with different band members and stuff, people get attached to these people, again, as if they're like family members or good friends or something. And when you look at the hysteria, say at a concert, just thinking, for example, with Elvis, when he was on stage and all the girls in the front rows crying and reaching out and just so emotional, that's social conditioning at its finest. Absolutely. And on a toned down scale, we see that with these online celebrities. But there's a lot of people, don't forget, there's a lot of people like myself, unknown, and trying to maybe do our little part. And I'm no one special. I wouldn't say that I'm the smartest or the greatest or anything. But just don't forget and be sure to vet whoever it is that you think is worth watching or listening to. Be sure to vet them and step back. Step back as a third party to yourself and observe. So really you have to detach yourself to really, how should I say, be objective. Keyword, being objective. Okay, so just things to think about. Anyway, catch you in the next video.